So hi guys, VTech here, Blueberry Hills. So a little change in pace, do a little more work on the Bobcat. I had to change the track. The tracks got torn up pretty good because running through the bushes here, the limestone rock, etc. It's very, very sharp, and this left side track was totally galled up, and it was all the rubber was coming off the steel belts that are inside there. So I really had no choice. It was getting a little bit slippery, and I have a spare track from when I bought the T190. And when I'm making this video, we actually ordered a second track. They're kind of expensive. They're in the 750 camp, but with the new tracks, it's definitely more grippy. It's just smoother, and I don't plan on running over the super sharp rocks any longer. So kind of investing in a new set of tracks will help us move stuff around, especially on the driveway and a little bit of muddy terrain. Anyway, enjoy the video. This is my second time doing these track change. So I'm using the brute force method. That's what I'm known for, so hey, continue that trend. It's pretty easy to get the stuff off, actually. Just a little bit of prying. It's just heavy, so it takes a little while to get to it, but I didn't have to start the Bobcat up and spin the track and put these pipes on the cogwheel to make it come off. Once you start, hop the track off the main cog in the front, the rest kind of comes by itself. I did have to jack, as you see me here. I'm going to jack the Bobcat up a little more because the track's sitting on the ground. I only have half the Bobcat jacked up, just the left side, and just enough to let the track move from underneath it. And then in a little bit you'll see Angie and I trying to put the new track on. So to get to this point, you saw me at the very beginning of the video. You saw me undoing a little screw and letting grease out. I was prying on that little bar. There's a spring in there and a cylinder full of grease, and you can actually see it in the middle of this little hole in the top of the track area. A little big plate and a spring in there, and you pry that up, let all the grease out of the cylinder, and then the front cogwheel goes inside the track mechanism and undoes the tension on the track. So it's just prying and fun trying to get it off. Once you hop the teeth over the wheels, everything comes fairly straightforward. The track, brand new track, weighs about 325 pounds, 350 pounds, something like that. So they're not light. This one, there's metal all over it, so it's a pain in the ass to move. I broke a lot of belts. So here's the slightly used track. I thought this was pretty beat up when I bought the T190, but it looks brand spanking new to me now. So kind of more of the same. Now you start prying. The way I do it is just put it on the back, and then you try to support the bottom of the track because it wants to lay over and hit the ground. And you'll see us put some 4x4s underneath it to get rid of that slop, the sag, and that lets the track go over the front cogwheel, and then everything just kind of falls into place. It's kind of a pain in the ass because the track is so heavy, and just trying to let it relax and slacken a little bit is kind of a pain. So you just see me kicking it. I thought I was moving a little bit when I was kicking it. It wasn't through frustration, but it didn't really move. But anyway, we got it done. So here I'm trying to get a little more room underneath. So you see the 4x4. So I moved the bottom of the track up a little bit. Try to shove the 4x4 underneath there so the slop is taken out of the track. I want to ask Angie here for help because I was trying to move the whole bottom of the track over, and it wasn't working out too good because it was still touching the ground. So it's not, again, not hard. It's just heavy. So. And in a little bit, you'll see it just kind of like pop on and we're done. So there it is. Here's the wife unit. She's stupidizing right there. And I'm going to ask her to help me out and hold stuff while I pry on everything. Anyway. So 4x4, hey, 2's better. So we're trying to get, again, remove the slack from the bottom of the thing. The other way you could try that is you put pipes or pieces of wood on the bottom section of the teeth on the track, start the Bobcat up and spin that side, and it may align and flop on there. I just don't like starting it up and running it for 30 seconds and doing that kind of stuff, so I did the old brute force technique. So here I'm trying to lift the track up a little bit, again, get the 4x4 underneath, reduce the slack, and then in a few seconds here you'll see it just kind of pop on, and then I just grease up the cylinder and we're good to go. So here's both of us tweaking on it, and just kind of hiding the picture here, but anyway, a little bit of, there you go, pop, and it's on. Ta-da! Now you see the plate in the middle of the little box window, middle of the track support. This big, like, I think it's 1-inch plate, and I'm gonna put the grease gun on there, pump it up, and you'll see that plate kind of disappear. See, it's already halfway down. I had to change the tube, so I didn't bother. I took that out of the video because it's kind of boring to watch. And I just keep pumping it up, and that plate slides all the way forward, tensions the track, and we're good to go from there. I probably won't videotape the second one, but you never know. It's in the mail, so it's on its way over. This was 5/04/2020, by the way. Anyway, thanks for watching. Enjoy. Later. Bye.